This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to week 24 of the Arrowverse recap. And being honest, this is going to be a kind of fast video. There's 2 episodes to go over that I kind of enjoyed. All I enjoyed, and I'm going to be speeding through the Supergirl episode. And with this, I'm going to kind of put the Supergirl before the Stargirl. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. We're talking about Legends and Stargirl. But yeah, that was a pretty brutal episode of Supergirl, but spoilers for the new episodes this week. Okay, let's go into it. Honestly, I don't even have too much to say about the new Legends. It was a pretty straightforward episode. And the real fight scene, I think, was John beating himself up, kind of. But it had an interesting storyline with John trying to beat his addiction to both magic and this, demon thing. And, of course, he's getting help from Zari, the, new timeline one. And on the other side, looking at it, we have some other interesting stuff happening. And with it, we kind of see Bishop trying to manipulate the Legends after returning, learning he is 6% Sarah, and them trying to set up the wedding, but Bishop is trying to manipulate Constantine now to use him against the Legends to get his powers back. And really, just when watching it, I think this episode was, it was pretty basic in terms of plot, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. And I'm really excited to see how it continues. But that's really all I have to say, and I'm kind of done with that. Let's go talk about the really bad Supergirl episode now. I wish I said Supergirl episode. I don't really care. Let's just go into that. And this episode I think was a pretty weak return for it, although it is kind of interesting to see Kara suffer from PTSD from what happened in the Phantom Zone. That's not the only thing that was interesting here. All the, environmental stuff, honestly, I feel like was handled pretty poorly. I feel like returning to the fortress feels a little weird, especially after, everything that happened in Superman and Lois, especially, how different it looks. Although I have mentioned that before. But, I don't know, the rest of it, just the giant trash monster felt like a forced villain. And I don't really know, I just, really don't like the episode. I think that's all I have to say. I'm going to be dragging out time if I don't. The other thing I'm wondering is, are they going to be doing anything against Luthor? Because I'm guessing, as I said before, he's going to go out of this season, kind of relatively as a winner and not be exposed, so he could be a threat in Superman and Lois. Since, Lex Luthor is the main threat, but also, it seems really weird that they're not mentioning anything from Superman and Lois. Although I understand, why. It's for him to be referencing Iris as a reporter in this. Oh, and that the Central City Citizen is one of the top 4, newspapers ever after, well, the Daily Planet, Daily Star, and Gotham Gazette, I believe. And I think Gotham Gazette's only getting 3rd place because of how bad it is in Gotham, and honestly, that's probably, a journalist's dream to go there because there's probably a story every day, probably multiple, but, it's Gotham, so that probably was going to be the top 3 no matter what, but honestly, seeing something like Catco going to, number 1 seems a little weird, but it's just them trying to put in a storyline. And, fun fact, actually, with Daily Star, the second time I encountered it today, I actually learned it's the Earth 2, I think, original version of the Daily Planet, which is essentially the original DC universe, and I was reading Infinite Crisis earlier, where I learned that, so, but back to the day, I spent more time talking about newspapers than the Supergirl episode, so, I think this Supergirl is about to end, so, let's just go to Stargirl. And simply, it was an exciting episode, and definitely not been as, well, it has really been too action-packed, it's been more story-driven, and also, it's just fun to see that the Thunderbolt is going to be getting, a new wielder, and the Shade's an interesting character. Honestly, I'm just having kind of fun with this. There's not that much I have to say about this episode either. As I said, this is going to be a short one. But, honestly, the only thing I'm really thinking is that, based on descriptions for the next episodes, that it seems likely that Pat was Calypso's host, and that might have led to the death of the Justice Society. But, honestly, that's just kind of a quick theory that popped into my head. I wonder if you thought that. But, honestly, yeah, I think it was a pretty straightforward episode. They all were. I don't even know if these are going to be too long now, because Legends has like 2 episodes left. Maybe 3. I don't know if it's episode 12 or 13. I think it's a 15 episode season, so not too much to talk about. And yeah, I honestly don't have too much to say, and I'm not going to be talking too long about Supergirl, and depending on the Stargirl episode, I'm going to be talking about a good amount, or not too much, but I would expect videos to start averaging around 10 minutes, when they used to probably average double that. Or, I mean, like half the time I was talking about probably Flash, Superman, and Lois, and then kind of Legends, but I'd say mainly it was half of that. And since those 2 are done, I'm not going to be talking as much. But look out for my What If video. That'll be out in a little bit. I'll say I have no idea what time exactly, because I had to do it kind of later last week. Although I did see it early, it was just I didn't have any quiet moments to record. And still haven't made the decision. Really depends on when I want to get it out. Or I think it may be Friday, so I don't have, well, instead of, do I have 2 or 3 videos coming out today? I think it's only 2. Yeah, but I don't want 3 videos coming out every Thursday, so my review of Archer, Season 1, Episodes 1 and 2, actually. I just checked my, recording schedule. It'll probably be out Friday. And, honestly, I would just want to be doing reviews. But it's just been a bunch of that. Bunch of stuff to, that I've been loving to review. And I'm going to try to be making a little more, you know, content-based stuff and not just reviews. But do look out also for my video tomorrow about how I think Injustice kind of fits into the Injustice, or not the Arrowverse, Arrowverse. And I'm doing this. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on that, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.